show called?
I don't even remember. I'm panicking.
Hey everybody, welcome to our show. My name is Jade.
And I'm Scott.
And we are going to be doing a recap show for the new ABC Bachelor spinoff called Listen to Your Heart. I am a Bachelor fan. I've been watching The Bachelor for probably about 5 years. And Scott, what is your background with The Bachelor?
I have no background. I'm not a fan. This is all new to me, so I'm going to learn as we go.
You've never watched an episode?
I've never seen an episode. I've seen a commercial. Does it that count?
Ooh,
yeah.
A commercial. Wait, but people don't know. You are in Canada. So a U.S. Bachelor commercial or a Canada Bachelor?
I don't know if there's a Canadian Bachelor, to be honest. I thought they were all the same.
Yeah, I don't know that either. I thought there was. But okay, sounds good. Well, why are you doing this, Scott, since you don't watch The Bachelor?
Good question. Where to start? I don't know what led me here, but I'm in the show now, so.
I think you're going to give a good perspective, though, being a first-time watcher. So I'm excited to hear you. I do have a quiz for you. This is a little bit of a surprise.
Oh, yeah, this is a surprise. We didn't agree on any of this.
Because I wanted to demonstrate your real Bachelor knowledge. So I just had to read an article. So who's the host of The Bachelor?
Chris.
Do you know his last name?
No.
Chris Harrison.
Oh, okay.
So Chris is
I'm not going to remember that.
Okay, well, he's hosting Listen to Your Heart, so you will definitely get to know him very well. I wanted to see if you knew the name of the most recent Bachelor.
The Bachelor? It's called The Bachelor. Like the name of the person. No,
yes, the name of the human. His name was Pilot Pete. He wasn't a big fan favorite. Okay, this is going to be fun. So I want you to pick out of these three ladies who was the most recent Bachelorette. Was it Hannah G, Hannah Ann, or Hannah B?
Is it exclusively a show for Hannahs? This was a Hannah season.
I don't think we have any Hannahs on Listen to Your Heart, so I guess not.
Okay. I'll take the second Hannah, middle Hannah, whatever.
Hannah Ann. That's not correct.
Oh.
It's Hannah B. That's okay, though. You said you didn't know much. And the last one, so this is a Bachelor spinoff show. So it's not typical one Bachelor, one Bachelorette has like 20 people to pick from. It's kind of everybody comes to a house, they're talking, playing music. Do you know what the name of the Bachelor spinoff that's filmed in Mexico is called?
That's not The Bachelorette.
It's not.
Okay.
It's called Bachelor in Paradise.
Oh, okay. I have heard of that.
Okay. Well, the reason I bring Bachelor in Paradise up, you did really well.
Oh,
you were
thanks.
A good player. I definitely surprised you with that. But I wanted people to see that you really have not watched this show before.
Yeah. I did not prepare a quiz for you, so now I feel bad.
You can get me on future shows.
Okay.
But so Bachelor in Paradise is basically where they bring a bunch of people, they meet, they mingle, and then they form couples. And so that's a lot of the premise for Listen to Your Heart. It's a bunch of musicians. They come to one space. It sounds like they sing. They're supposed to fall in love. What do you think of the preview?
Oh, there's a lot happening on this, I think, is what I'm... I mean, I have lots of questions, like, I don't know. I don't know where to start. Honestly, it looks like an emotional train wreck for me, and that's going to be very uncomfortable. I don't even like to get through, like, awkward parts of The Office, so it's going to be a challenge for me from that point of view.
I think you're going to hate it, for sure.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be back for next season.
Do you like crying?
Oh, no. Like me crying on my own or other people crying? I'd rather be the person crying than seeing someone cry. And I hate both, so.
I feel like we're gonna get a lot of tears for this one. It just looks like in the preview it's gonna be a lot of crying.
Yeah, I assume that's par for the course on this type of show.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
for sure. I mean, if you don't get a cry, I would say out of every episode, it's not a Bachelor season. So yeah. So welcome to your new favorite
All right,
show.
buckled in.
What did you think of the people that were in the preview?
Yeah, seems like they can sing and that they're on The Bachelor, so that they've really nailed both those elements. Yeah, I don't know. There was a part that happened at a skating rink, so I'm excited to see the contestants skate. I hope that's a big part of this season.
I didn't even notice that.
Oh yeah, no, they're right. And this looks like they rented out the whole arena, so Bachelor has big production budget.
Oh yeah, 100%. You'll see some crazy stuff. Well, that's interesting. I know you mentioned to me, we talked about the show a little bit earlier this week about kind of the idea of this group of people struggling to find love. What are your thoughts on the premise of the show?
Yeah, so I think at first I was like, well, it'll make sense because they all sing, so they have a common interest. But now I'm not so sure. Like, I think there'll be some challenges with them both wanting to like be musicians and like stars. It'd be like if I was like trying to find somebody to fall in love with that loved ice cream as much as I do. And like that sounds like a good idea on paper, but at the end of the day, they're just going to be eating all my ice cream, and that sounds like a problem. So I think that's my closest connection I can think of to this show. Yeah. What are your thoughts? It's going to work?
I don't know. I think that musicians are a group of folks that are trying to get fame. I don't know. I feel like this group of people probably really isn't genuinely in it for love, and a lot of us that do watch the show really want that. So I think I'm going to be a little disappointed this season.
Well, it's only a 6-episode season, I learned watching the preview, so.
I know, it is pretty short.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's been a little bit up in the air as to what the format of this show is it going to look like. Will it be like The Bachelor, which we know that's not because there's multiple people trying to find love, so likely more similar to Bachelor in Paradise. Chris Harrison did do an interview this week, a little bit about the format, and it sounds like people will be going home. So how do you feel about that, Scott? People are, just so you know, they'll have to all come together and basically likely make a decision in 5 hours as to who they want to keep around and who they want to send home.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it's a good system. I'd be annoyed just as like the person that like books off all this time to come on a show, and they're like, well, actually, we booked you a return flight. It leaves in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, goodbye. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how like it's like the people decide who, like each person on the show decides who goes home. It's like, or is it like a Survivor vote and you vote off a person?
No, so Bachelor in Paradise works where basically one of the genders the first night gets to pick who they want to stay. So they have one rose and they'll give it to one person of the other gender. So basically you're picking who your crush is. And then if you're not one of the people picked, you go home.
Right. It's like 3rd grade Valentine's Day for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
oh,
okay.
I'm so sorry.
I'm over it now.
You've recovered.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Chris did make it sound like people will be going home, at least in the first couple of weeks. Was that what you got from the article?
Yeah, I mean, I can't say I got a ton, but I got that there was like there was more men than women already to start the show, so I assumed
men are going
would
first.
be going home. Yeah, someone will be leaving right away.
Cool. Yeah, other than that, not a lot of information about how this works. I'm assuming like each person will have to perform a music duet every week.
Yeah, and it looks
I
like
don't know.
there's some judges too.
There's judges, there's celebrity judges, and a lot of them are from Bachelor Nation, so you're gonna know all of them.
Oh, great. And they're all wearing different hats. That was the big thing I was excited to talk about, is I want to know, do these judges all go hat shopping together? Is there like a hat room and they choose them out, or did they just coincidentally all wear hats on the same day?
I don't
Those
know.
are
I
my
feel
big
like,
questions.
yeah, they're trying to be musically on trend, I
Yeah.
guess. Do you not associate hats and musicians?
I think it was just like there was so many shots of hat after hat that I got I'm gonna get distracted really easily. Those are like,
I love it. Well, I feel like that's really all we can share for format of the show. We don't know too much about what's going to happen other than the preview that we've watched several times. But we do have some people to talk about. We mainly chose folks that were heavily previewed in that 2-minute clip they've released. Scott, you don't know this, but Bachelor Nation in previews, they typically, if they show you in the preview a lot, you're going to be around for a long time. So
that throws off the Vegas odds then probably.
It does.
Okay.
So we're going to start off by talking about Ryan. So Ryan is from Michigan, and I'll let you guys know I'm filming in Michigan right now. So
Yeah.
that's
Have you been to Dearborn before?
I have.
Oh.
Not too much to share there, that I wasn't there for very long. But excited to have a fellow Michigan person on the show. I don't know how I feel about this man. He has given me a little Shawn Mendes vibes. Do you know who that is?
Yeah. I've heard of Shawn Mendes.
I don't know. I feel like from the preview, this guy could be a little bit of a troublemaker and like talk to a couple different ladies.
Yeah, I'll agree with you there.
It says he loves. Oh yeah, you love this fun fact. He can eat an entire pizza in one sitting.
Oh yeah, it's like that doesn't sound like it. I mean, that's how else do you eat a pizza? I guess.
Couple slices.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, so I don't know about him. He seems like a fun performer. He seems very outgoing, but I feel like he's going to be a little bit of a player this season. Next up we have Sheridan. He's the one with like the long, fun.
Yeah, he's got a car named Sheila.
He's got a car named Sheila. Let's see what else they say about him. It's just a lot about his hair. I don't know. No major opinions on this guy. His genre is R&B soul pop, and he's from Austin, Texas. So, yeah, 27. That's probably a good age. It's close to my age. That's probably why I said that.
Is that good age? Is there just anything close to your age?
I don't know. I feel like that's an appropriate age for finding love.
Okay. I missed it.
Okay. All right. So our next one, I don't remember seeing in the preview at all. But we picked him specifically for you. Do you want to share why we're featuring Josh?
Yes, I do. Very passionately why I'm rooting for Josh, and that's because it looks like Josh is also bald like myself, and I have to cheer for the bald community in The Bachelor because I'm not sure they've ever had a win. So yeah, let's hope we see more of Josh, even if he hasn't been in any previews.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to be sticking around for very long. I'm trying to think if there has been a bald Bachelor. I don't think so, but I've only watched for about 5 years, so maybe, but we'll see.
Maybe, yeah.
We'll see how far Josh goes.
Okay.
He hasn't dated since his divorce, so
he's been singing in Ubers since then.
So we'll see.
Okay.
Okay, next up, this girl I think is gonna be my least favorite on the entire season. Her name is Jamie. She is only 21 years old. And she cried, I feel like, a lot in the
Oh, so
preview.
much. Yeah, an incredible amount. It was uncomfortable. And she's the one that's in the hockey arena too. So then I'm worried I'm gonna have to cheer for her if she's a really good skater. So,
Yeah,
but
that
I
will
don't know.
change her mind over the crying. It will
Probably
compensate.
not. I mean, she would have to stop crying a lot too.
Matt. So this is the guy, Scott, that looks like a cross between Chris Lane and the singer of Old Dominion. If they had a baby, it is Matt.
Yeah, take your word for that.
You like Matt though, right?
Yeah, no, I'm sure like Matt's good. He's got neo soul, should be some fun music, and he's had his beard for 7 years, so he's proud of that. Yeah,
Yeah, the beard fun fact of,
yeah,
you know it?
that that's
It's
his
his
longest.
longest relation. Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had my
Don't
beard.
love that.
Yeah, and yeah, 7 years with his beard, and I've had mine for 7 weeks, and I hate it. So I don't. His is better
Apparently
though.
you form a stronger bond over time.
Must be. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll see how he does. I feel like he's going to be on a lot. They featured him pretty heavily. We did have to look up what Neo Soul was, and I think I like it.
Yeah,
So,
sounded fun.
yeah, I'm excited to see him. Next up, we have Mel. She, you loved her fun fact.
Yeah, she can do Seinfeld impressions, so I'm hoping that's a whole episode, is that they just talk about Seinfeld and do impressions. Then I can really get on board with this season.
Okay, so you don't know this, but in The Bachelor, how they introduce everybody is all the contestants have to walk up to The Bachelor and they have to do something that's memorable. So I feel like if she was on that show, maybe she could lead with Seinfeld. But what character do we think?
I don't know which. I mean, I'm gonna assume she does a Jerry impression, but maybe not. Maybe she's more of a Kramer or Elaine. I don't know.
Can you do any of the Seinfeld impressions?
No,
No.
I can't. Let's not. Can you?
I couldn't even if I tried.
Uh,
You know, I couldn't even remember George's name the other
you're
day.
right. Yeah, we'll save our impressions for another episode.
All right, so we'll see. We'll see if she brings that out. She looks cute though. She's indie rock. She's from New York. I like her purple hair, so we'll see.
Yeah,
How do we think indie rock and neo soul though? Because they showed those two together in the preview. I feel like a lot.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. That's the mystery of the show. It's the
Wild card.
cliffhanger. Yeah.
All right. Next we had Savannah. So this girl is acoustic pop from Nashville. She just seems like very free spirited, which I feel like musicians are often attracted to. So I don't know. I think she could be around for a while. She's cute though. She did say she's a yogi and she has a nose ring, so I feel like she's very trendy.
Okay. That all sounds good. I don't know.
No comments on Savannah.
Yeah, no. I mean, yeah, I'll trust your judgment on this one.
I don't know. I don't
See
know
how
if I
long
like
she lasts.
for the show, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay, so last person we're featuring is Chris. I feel like Chris was in there a lot. He's soul, so I'm excited to hear him sing. Although I don't remember being really impressed in the preview by his voice. So
I'm also a terrible judge of singing quality, so they all sounded good to me. I don't know.
Anyone's gonna impress you.
Yeah, anybody that's like their voice doesn't like crack and squeak when they're singing is gonna impress me. So.
Okay, we wanted to call out some of the worst fun facts.
Right.
So just so you guys know, the show has a website. Every person has a profile, and on the profile, they list 2 to 3 fun facts about the person. I'm thinking that the person had a role in submitting these. Because some of them are bad. So, Scott, we have again Jamie to talk about.
Poor Jamie.
Talk about Jamie's
yeah. Jamie's favorite food on her fun fact is margaritas, which I love a margarita just like anybody, but also not a food. That's my fun fact for Jamie is margaritas are not food.
It's in fact a drink. Yeah. Becca, this girl is the one that says she's never been on an actual date. We were trying to figure out what is an actual date.
It's a pseudo date, or I don't know.
A lot of Netflix and chill, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I feel bad. I think she was what? She was in her 20s, so. Ugh. Yeah, we'll see. I feel like watching somebody go on real dates on the show after never being on a date is going to be a little painful to watch, because you definitely learn how to date as you go out with people.
Yeah, I guess that would be the case. She's probably going to get some bad habits if Bachelor is her first dating experience. I don't know. At the end of every date after this show, is she going to give the person a rose? I guess we'll
see what happens. Yeah. Our next person is Rudy. This was one of your favorites. Why don't you share?
Yeah, her favorite hobby, I think she said it was a hobby, was napping. And I thought that was just...
It wasn't even that one. The other
one it was another one.
She once waited for her ex-boyfriend to fall asleep, then used his finger to break into his phone.
Right. That's questionable conduct. I hope she doesn't lead with that in the show.
Yeah. Sounds like she has trust issues, so she's definitely going to be one to watch.
Right. Yeah, keep your phones locked.
Okay, last we have Jack, and his says, always prepared, Jack has a necklace tattoo in case he ever forgets his real necklace.
Yeah, whoa. That's, how often is he, like, leaving the house and being like, oh, forgot my necklace again. You know what? I'm going to just get a tattoo. Like, I don't know.
This is one where I feel like the producers definitely put their own spin on that.
Okay. Yeah.
So we'll see. Jack is 38, so I think he's the oldest one on the show.
Do you think that'll have any impact?
It would be awesome if they paired the 38-year-old and the 21-year-old together, and we just got to watch all of the differences unfold. I would love that.
Yeah, I don't know if I would love that. Yes, we're about to find out on Monday.
All right, so we are down to picking our picks for this season. So Scott and I didn't do any social media research. We really just used the preview and profiles to pick out each a couple who we thought would last until the end. So Scott, tell us about yours.
All right, my couple pick is going to be Matt and Mel. I don't really have a ton of good justification for that, except maybe I'm thinking in the first episode they all line up kind of like a kindergarten roll call alphabetically, and they will be standing next together because they both names start with M, and that's what I'm banking on, but that's going to be their big connection.
Okay. Yeah, some solid ground there.
Yeah, really good research.
For my couple, I actually had a different one originally, but after watching the preview back a couple times, I did pick Natasha and Ryan. I don't know, it seems like in the preview they both do a little bit of the player activity, and they are shown, I think, together a couple of times, so maybe similarities will pull them together, but that's my bet. We'll see what happens. A lot of the other couples that were featured, I think, are just too drama-filled, so they're going to be featured heavily but won't make it until the end.
Okay. Yeah, no, you sound smarter. Are we for this bet? Does anyone win this bet if one of us chooses the right?
I don't bet more than $1.
Okay, so $1. A loonie?
I'll Venmo you a
Canadian
dollar.
dollar. Okay.
Is that more or less than the US dollar?
That's less.
Okay.
You can Venmo me 74 cents.
Deal. Okay, so those are our picks, and then we also did some picks for who we have winning special awards based on the preview. So our first one is the most annoying award. And who does that go to, Scott?
Well, I don't think it'll come as any surprise, but Jamie is going to be taking home that crown.
Gonna be crying so much.
It's a lot of crying. He's going to be
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We had season player, and we actually picked two. We picked a male and a female for this. So we had Ryan. Just seems like he's kind of playing the field a little bit. And then Rudy was the one with the creepy texting stuff. Also chose her because it says in her profile that she likes to hop from relationship to relationship. So I don't see her spending a lot of single time on the show. So yeah, we'll see there. What about cries the most?
Right. Yeah, we didn't go with Jamie on this one. So we're really banking on Bree crying even more than Jamie, which is going to be an accomplishment.
You picked actually our troublemaker for the season.
Right. Yeah. Danny. Danny is the troublemaker. Welcome, Danny. And I think the reasons we picked that is because in his profile picture, he's wearing a jean jacket. So I think that's going to really give him that troublemaker vibe.
That's all we have. So are you excited now, Scott, for the premiere?
So excited. I can't wait till Monday. Lock it in, everybody.
Oh, I'm so excited. I think with the quarantine stuff happening, some new reality television is going to do most all of us some good. I know. I'm excited. My friends are excited. So it'll be fun to watch with you too, because I think you'll give some good commentary in show.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for watching so much. Again, the show does premiere 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on ABC, and it will be happening on Mondays. Scott mentioned earlier it's only 6 episodes, so a relatively short season for The Bachelor, but really excited, and we'll be recapping things for you guys later this week on the first episode. So thanks for joining.